Valley Sports Radio is on the air from Jerry Walters Court at Central High School in Woodstock. It is the high school basketball game of the week as we have two games tonight on the Valley Sports Radio airwaves. First game up here from Woodstock is the girls' Bull Run District quarterfinals as the 3-seeded Central Falcons host the 6-seeded Luray Bulldogs. And welcome back to Central High School here in Woodstock as we get ready for the Bull Run District quarterfinals between the Central Falcons and the Luray Bulldogs. Getting ready to jump in to the starting lineups for both respective teams. First, the Luray Bulldogs. Guard, senior 5'4", Maggie Foltz. Next, Ella Parlett, a 5'5", sophomore guard. Then it's Presley Alger, a 5'6", freshman forward. Chloe Gokenauer, a 5'3", freshman guard. And rounding out the starting five tonight for the Luray Bulldogs, Emily Donovan, a 5'3", senior guard. So it'll be Foltz, Gokenauer, Partlett, Alger, and Donovan for the Bulldogs. And for the Central Falcons, at guard, Veronica Gordon, a 5'4", freshman guard. At forward, a 5'8", sophomore, Kinley Hoover. And then it's Vanessa Gordon, 5'3", sophomore guard. Peyton DiNardo, a 5'10", senior forward. And rounding out the starting five tonight for the Central Falcons is McKenna Painter, 5'10", senior forward. Ashley Fletcher is the head coach of the Central Falcons. Central 17-5 on the season. Luray 6-16. Central comes in averaging 58 points per game, and they allow just 42. And for the Luray Bulldogs, they score 45 points per game, but they allow 50. So not the kind of ratio that you're looking for in the scoring department and defense if you're the Luray Bulldogs. Central, the number 3 seed. Luray, the number 6 seed. Winner of this game moves on to play likely on Wednesday. Opening tip is in the air, possessed by McKenna Painter and the Central Falcons. And we're underway from Woodstock here on the 12th of February in 2024. Central possessing the opening tip. The Gordon sisters in the starting lineup for the first time this season. Veronica goes to Vanessa. Wide open layup under the basket's good. And Central off to a 2-0 start. Central deploying their full court pressure as they will try to get some steals from this Luray team that possesses very, very little height. But meanwhile, going the other way, a scoop layup by Emily Donovan's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds the other end, and Central holds possession. Central led by their 5'10" senior forward, McKenna Painter, averaging over 17 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 5 steals. She's also surpassed the 1,000 points mark, along with 1,000 career rebounds. She's had a heck of a Central High School career. Central ball up 2-0. Going down low, wide open, sister to sister. This time the other way around. It's Vanessa to Veronica Gordon. And it's quickly 4-0 Central, 1 minute into the game. Luray basketball, it's Chloe Gokenauer with it. Passes it to the point guard, Maggie Foltz, back to the corner. Here's a wide open look. It's no good by Chloe Gokenauer. And the rebound pulled down by the Falcons. Again, Central coming off of a frustrating loss to Strasburg over the weekend, a game that they really wanted to win, but they saw it fall apart in the second half as that knocked them down to the number 3 seed in the Bull Run District Tournament. Painter with the basketball for Central. She drives in. She has the ball poked away. She gets it back, goes up strong off the glass, and shot is good. And McKenna Painter is on the board with 2. So the Gordon sisters, Veronica and Vanessa, with 2 points, and McKenna Painter with 2. It's 6-0 Central. Luray beats the press. They get it across half court. In the corner again, it's Gokenauer. She's going to cross over, go back to the corner. Here's a wide open look. No good by Maggie Foltz, and rebounded by the Falcons. Here comes Central. They're going to push the tempo. It's Kinley Hoover. Hoover goes to Vanessa Gordon as she is at the top. by the volleyball line. She will step up, go to Painter, back to Gordon, wide open layup, and it's good. Painter with a beautiful pass to Vanessa Gordon. Central off to a hot 8-0 lead here in this one. It's a 30-second timeout by head coach Joe Lucas, and we will keep it right here. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be a full timeout. We will take it as well. It's going to be a 60-second break. We'll be back right after this. It's the high school basketball game of the week on Valley Sports Radio. Welcome back to Central as the Luray Bulldogs are out of a full timeout, and they take a quick trigger three from the corner. Shot is no good and rebounded by Peyton DiNardo for the Falcons. Here comes Central. It's Gordon with it. She's going to go all the way to the hoop. Left-hand layup is no good, and it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. Now they're going to push the tempo. Maggie Foltz all the way to the hoop. Layup no good. Luray continues to not be able to buy a shot as they get one close, but no cigar on that one, and it's still 8-0 Central. 5:15 to go, first quarter of play. Central basketball. It's Gordon. She goes to Hoover in the corner. Hoover going to take a contested three in the face of her defender and knocks it down. Kenley Hoover with her first points of the night. 4 out of the 5 starters have scored already for Central. It's 11-0, 3 minutes into the ball game. Donovan with it. She goes to Maggie Foltz. Foltz going to hoist a three. That's no good. And the shutout continues as Luray's going to go to the bench. Jillian Bartlett, a 5'7" senior guard, will check into the game for the Bulldogs. Central up 11-0 as they have the basketball. Looks like Luray's going to put on a full court press now as they're going to try to get some stops and get the ball away from Central. So far it's been too easy for the Falcons. They haven't even missed a shot yet. Here comes McKenna Painter, the forward with the basketball. She beats the press, hoists it across the court to Hoover. Hoover thinks about a three but tucks it down. Veronica to Vanessa Gordon. Vanessa going to take the shot, and it is good. It's going to be a two-pointer. Central has still remained perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6 for 6 from the field to start the game, and Luray turns it over in the corner. 13-0. 4 for Vanessa Gordon, 4 for Veronica Gordon, 3 for Kenley Hoover, and 2 for McKenna Painter. 13-0 Central. Painter in pressure in the backcourt. She goes down. They're going to call a foul. Looked like a jump ball. Luray's head coach cannot believe it. It did look like a jump ball, but they called a foul. That's tough luck for the Bulldogs. Central gets it in and breaks the press. Here's Peyton DiNardo with the basketball for the Falcons. DiNardo goes to Gordon up top. Veronica with it. Driving. Getting it to Painter. Painter outside the three-point line. She's going to drive all the way to the hoop. She goes up. She's fouled, and she'll get 2 shots. So McKenna Painter, averaging 17 points per game, will go to the free throw line. Recently, Painter announced she will be attending Shepherd University to play basketball. Division II Shepherd up in West Virginia. First free throw by Painter is no good, and that's the first shot, really, that Central has missed tonight. They're perfect from the field, but 0 of 1 as they continue to struggle mightily from the free throw line. This one finds a way to fall in. Painter goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's 14-0 Falcons. Luray still trying to get on the board, and Peyton DiNardo with a steal. She throws it out front to Gordon. Vanessa all the way to the hoop. She missed the layup. Painter with the rebound. Her putback is no good. She gets another rebound, and we've got a foul. A foul is called. Now they're going to change it to a jump ball, and it's going to be Luray ball. So a great opportunity. Peyton DiNardo got the steal there and then threw it forward to Vanessa Gordon, but good defense by the Bulldogs, and Gordon couldn't finish the layup. 14-0 Central, 3:30 to go in the first, and Luray turns it over again. This team just does not have the height that we've come accustomed to seeing the Luray Bulldogs have. 5'4", 5'3", 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", 5'5", 5'6", 5'3", and 5'7". Just don't have the height that Central does with DiNardo, Painter, and Hoover. Central ball, 3:20 to go in the first. Painter drives all the way. Her shot's no good. DiNardo with the rebound. She misses the putback, and we've got a foul underneath on Luray. It'll be their third team foul. Central will inbound. That is foul number 1 on Ainsley Cooper. 14-0 Falcons. DiNardo will inbound. She gets it up top to Hoover. Hoover to Gordon. Luray looking for something here as they continue to be shut out here in the first quarter. Screen by Painter. Gordon to Hoover. Hoover into the corner. Now it's Gordon. Gordon another 3. This time it's off too strong and rebounded by Chloe Gokenauer for the Bulldogs. Here comes Luray as they are in transition. It's Donovan. Passes it to the corner. Here's a 3. That's no good. And rebounded by DiNardo. Central continues to stymie the Bulldogs as their defense has allowed nothing. 2:35 to go in the first. 14-0 Falcons. Gordon to Hoover. Hoover to DiNardo. DiNardo lost it for a second. She posts up. She goes to Painter. It's off the hands of Painter and out of bounds. Painter got tripped up there a little bit as she was trying to get to the basket, and some legs got tangled up. And we've got a substitution for the Falcons. It'll be Asia Hoover. Asia Hoover, a 5'9 senior, will check in for the Falcons as Kinley Hoover takes a seat. Luray pushing it once again. Into the corner, it's Maggie Foltz. Across court to Chloe Gokenauer. Gokenauer back to Foltz. Ball is knocked up in the air, and Amori Williams steals it for the Falcons. Williams drives all the way to the hoop. Her layup's no good. Ball is knocked around, out of bounds, and Central holds possession. And hold on a second. The officials once again discussing. It looks like they may have had a screw up once again, and they did. So the officials get together and decide that the original call was incorrect. So the Bulldogs will be inbounding down 14-0, 2:02 to go in the first quarter. It's Donovan. Donovan back to Gokenauer. They're in trouble trying to get it across the timeline. They finally find an opening. It's Ainsley Cooper. Cooper going to drive all the way to the hoop, and she gets blocked from behind by Kinley Hoover. The rejection from behind keeps this thing scoreless for Luray as the Bulldogs retain possession, and they quickly get it in to Emily Donovan. Donovan at 5'3" will back it out all the way to the volleyball line. Central in a zone defense, trying to keep their defense at a high level here. 1:35 to go in the first. Driving all the way to the hoop. Donovan with a layup way off the mark. It hit the bottom of the basket. No good. Rebounded by Painter. Here she comes for Central. All the way. Shot is no good, but she's fouled. And McKenna Painter goes back to the free throw line for 2 with 1:27 to go in the first quarter. This thing has been all Central early as Painter goes to the line with her 3 points. 3 of the 14. She's 1 of 2 from the line. Her first free throw on this trip is good, and McKenna Painter has 4 points on the night. Central did not shoot free throws well at all against Strasburg the other night. Meanwhile, the Rams were 19 of 20 as Painter makes the second. She goes 2 of 2. And Central's now 3 of 4 from the line, all from Painter. 16-0 Falcons, 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. It is Maggie Foltz with it for Luray. They continue to try to get on the board here in the first. It's Donovan, covered by Gordon. Back across court. Here's a wide open look, and it finally falls. Maggie Foltz hits a 3. She found a little weak spot in the Central defense, and she made the Falcons pay. Luray is finally on the board. It's 16-3, and Luray nearly gets a turnover, and then a big bump by Maggie Foltz on Amori Williams. No call, though. It's Central ball. Got a substitution for the Falcons as Vanessa Gordon's back into the game. She'll check in for her sister, Veronica Gordon. Amori Williams gets it to Kinley Hoover. The high arcing 3 majestically falls in from 22 feet. And the Falcons are up 19-3 with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. What a beautiful shot from Kinley Hoover. Luray has it in the corner. It's Foltz. She's in trouble, and Painter gets a hand on it, and she gets another steal. McKenna Painter dribbling down the court. She goes all the way to the hoop. She just chucks it up off the backboard. It nearly somehow found a way to fall in, but it had too much on it as she draws the foul. And Painter will go back to the line for 2 with 26 seconds to go in the first. Foul was on Ainsley Cooper for Luray, her second, team's fifth. Central, no fouls in this first quarter. First one from Painter is in and out, no good. So Painter, 3 of 5 from the line to start this thing. Trying to get Central their 20th point of this first quarter here tonight. Her free throw is good. 6 points for McKenna Painter. Couple of substitutions. Painter will take a seat as DiNardo's back into the game. 20-3 the score. 25 seconds to go in the first. Luray still facing the full court pressure. They're trying to get it across, and they finally do. It's Emily Donovan. She picks up her dribble, finds the corner. Now back up top. Here's a deep three, no good by Maggie Foltz. Ball is rolling around. Central just holds on to the rebound. 7 seconds to go in the first. It's Williams crossing half court. Goes to Kinley Hoover. Hoover's three is good. And the Falcons, after one, lead it 23-3. What a start for the Central Falcons. After one quarter of play here in our opening game, Central 23, Luray 3. We break and come back after this. You're listening to the Game of the Week on Valley Sports Radio. One quarter in the books from Woodstock, and what a dominant start it was for the Central girls. They lead it 23-3 as we get ready for the second here from Central High School in Woodstock. Kyle Gutschall with you. Thanks for joining us again. This is game one of our doubleheader tonight on Valley Sports Radio. Game two will start at approximately 8 o'clock as Craig Orndorff is at Strasburg for the Strasburg boys, as he will have that game right here on Valley Sports Radio. Central basketball out of the quarter break. It's Kinley Hoover with the ball in the corner. She throws it off of the Luray head coach, Lucas, out of bounds, and it remains with Central. Kinley Hoover with a solid first quarter. She knocked down 2 trays, 6 points for her. As the Falcons barely get it in, Hoover stuck in the corner. She goes to Vanessa Gordon, and we've got a foul. That is the first foul of the quarter on the Bulldogs. Scoring breakdown in the first for Central. McKenna Painter had 6. Vanessa Gordon had 6. Kinley Hoover with 6. And Veronica Gordon with 2 to lead the way in the scoring for the Falcons. Central gets it in. 20 seconds into the second. Posting up is DiNardo. She gets it down low, and her layup is good. And every member of the starting five has already scored for Central. Just a quarter and 30 seconds into the game. Luray has the ball go off of Central's hands out of bounds. They will hold possession. So a little bit of a lineup change tonight as Amori Williams is coming off the bench after she struggled in that game against Strasburg. We're seeing Veronica Gordon in the game, or she was at least, after she came off the bench and did a really nice job. Here's Williams with the steal. She goes to Gordon. Vanessa Gordon's layup's no good. Amori Williams is there for the putback, and she gets it to go. And Central now leads at 27-3, and we've got another timeout by Luray. We'll take it as well. 27-3 Central. Back after this on Valley Sports Radio. Welcome back to Central. It has been a dream start for the Central girls and a nightmarish start for the Luray Bulldogs here in the Bull Run District quarterfinals as the 3-seeded Central Falcons lead the 6-seeded Luray Bulldogs 27-3. Yeah, that's right, 27-3. Luray with the ball out of the timeout, and it is out of bounds off the hands of Central. These two teams played twice this season. Central beat Luray back on January 5th, 48-38, and then beat them again on January 30th, 60-44. Both very competitive and close games. So this start has been surprising to say the least. Here's a three-pointer way off the mark by Chloe Goknauer, and it's rebounded by Asia Hoover. Luray just looks deflated right now. This is not the kind of start they were looking for, obviously. Central ball, it's Amori Williams. She drives all the way. She goes to the corner. Wide open three for Kinley Hoover. It's in and out, no good. Great decision there by Williams to kick it out to the wide open Hoover. Kinley just didn't hit the shot. Here's Donovan the other way for the Luray Bulldogs, and we've got a foul on the floor. So that'll be the first foul of the game for the Central girls. It'll be on Asia Hoover, her first. Luray will inbound under the hoop. 6:27 to go in the second. Central up 27-3. And just like that, another foul. This time, a very, very touchy kind of foul there. I mean, it wasn't much there at all, and it was on Hoover again. So she gets 2 fouls in the matter of 5 seconds, and she's out of the game. McKenna Painter back into the game. Probably not what Luray would want, as Luray turns it over on the inbound. Gokenauer threw it in. It went off the hand of a teammate, and then Gokenauer tried to pick it up when she was standing out of bounds, and, well, that isn't allowed. So Central ball, 6:25 to go in the second. Luray's full court pressuring on Painter. They get it down the court to Vanessa Gordon. It's a 2-on-2. Gordon going to back it out now. She goes to Amori Williams. Amori, 5'7", junior guard, averaging 8.9 points per game. Painter in the post. She goes up and under. Her layup is no good, but she's fouled, and McKenna back to the line for 2. 27-3 here in the second. Central on top. The Falcons with a mark of 17-5 overall, a 9-5 record in the Bull Run, averaging 58 points per game. First one from Painter is no good. Hit the back iron. Central has shot 7 free throws tonight, all 7 from Painter, and she's 4 of 7. Again, I've been saying it for 3 years now as she makes the second. If Central's going to make a run in the playoffs, they've got to improve their free throw shooting. Strasburg was 19 of 20 the other night. Got to be better. 6 minutes to go here in the second. Luray finally gets an easy look. It's a wide open layup by Lydia Hartlett as she got back past the Central defense, and it's 28-5. First 9-3 of the night for the Bulldogs. Central basketball, it's Vanessa Gordon. Gordon to Kinley Hoover. Hoover thought about a 3 but tucked it down. Screen. Gordon in trouble, being followed by Maggie Foltz. It's Williams. Amori Williams going to take the wide open 3. She can't get it to go. Painter with the offensive board. She goes up and she's fouled again. 2 more free throws coming up for McKenna Painter. This will be free throws number 9 and 10 in a quarter and 2.5 minutes for McKenna Painter. First one here is good. Painter up to 8 points on the night, 8 of the 29 for Central. Jillian Parlett back into the game for the Bulldogs. Second one from Painter for point number 30. It's good. She's up to 7 for 10 from the line. It's 30-5 Central. Luray beats the press. Parlett goes to Donovan. Donovan gets blocked. Shot is out of bounds. And the Bulldogs hold on to it. Again, you're seeing tonight the lack of height killing the Bulldogs, a team that had some really good height in their state championship days just a few years ago. Missed a layup by the Bulldogs. Amori Williams has it for Central. She kicks to the corner. Gordon for 3, and she knocks down the tray. Vanessa Gordon with her second 3 of the night. And the Falcons lead at 33-5. They continue with the full court press as Painter gets a steal for the Falcons. She goes all the way to the hoop. Her left hand layup is no good. No foul call. And the Bulldogs will push. It's Donovan with it. 2-on-2. She goes all the way, and she loses the ball out of bounds. She had it and lost it. And Central gets it right back with 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. .35 to go here in the second. Central basketball. DiNardo to Williams. Williams to Hoover. Luray still in the zone defense, and Amori Williams travels. This was a 23-3 game after 1. Almost halfway through the second, a substitution for Central. Vanessa Gordon will substitute for her sister Veronica Gordon. 2 fouls, team fouls for Central here in the second, 3 for Luray. Bulldogs having trouble getting across half court. They're waiting, and they finally get it across. It's Maggie Foltz. Foltz to Donovan. Donovan's going to drive in on Kinley Hoover, and she gets blocked again, and Hoover gets the rebound and clears it for the Falcons. Central's defense has been really impressive tonight. They played great defense really against Strasburg. They just couldn't finish the job, couldn't score enough. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Here's a pass down low to Kinley Hoover. She goes right to DiNardo, right under the basket. DiNardo makes it look easy as she finishes the layup. DiNardo with the basket as McKenna Painter gets a steal on the other end. Painter drives all the way. Her left-hand scoop layup is no good. Ball is tipped around, and Luray rebounds. They're going to push again. It's Donovan leading the charge. Kicks it out to Lydia Partlet for three. That shot is no good as it rolls around the rim. Amori Williams with the rebound for Central. Both teams continuing to play at a crazy pace. Central has it. It's a three, no good by Gordon. Painter with another offensive board. Painter, her jump shot from 6 feet out is good as she makes the little, you're too short, you're too small hand gesture. Painter has 11. It's 37-5 Central. Nearly stolen again. Foltz to Donovan. Donovan going to drive, kicks it out, wide open. Partlet for three, again, no good. And rebounded by the Falcons. This is just completely unexpected, really. 37-5 Central. 2:40 to go in the second. DiNardo underneath. Her layup, no good. Gets the rebound, and we've got a jump ball. It'll be Luray's ball with 2:36 to go in the second. Asia Hoover and Vanessa Gordon back in the game for the Falcons as Kinley Hoover and McKenna Painter take a seat. 2:30 to go in the second here in the Bull Run District quarterfinals. Luray with the basketball, trailing big here against Central. As the Falcons continue to play great basketball and Luray continues to make too many mistakes. They turn it over on a pass. Player was cutting to the hoop, but it didn't work out. It went out of bounds. Williams running the point. Amori Williams for the Falcons gets it to DiNardo. DiNardo to Veronica Gordon. Central with kind of bad spacing right now. Gordon to DiNardo. DiNardo going to look. She's going to look. Kick it out top. Here's a long two from Gordon, and she knocks it down. Veronica Gordon has 4. 6 different scores so far tonight for Central. It's 39-5. Bulldogs ball. It's Maddie Moore. She goes to Presley Alger. Alger can't get the shot to go. And it's Central basketball. Williams kicks it to the corner. It's Gordon. She drives. She goes up, and they're going to call a foul. It's team foul number 4 on Luray with 1:36 to go in the second quarter. Foul was on Luray's number 24, Emily Donovan. Her first, team's 4th. First free throw here for Gordon is no good. Central now 7 for 11 from the charity stripe. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Maggie Foltz, 5'4" senior guard, back into the game for Emily Donovan. Second one here for Gordon. Her free throw finds a way to roll out, and it's going to be Luray's ball. Substitution for the Falcons. It'll be Morgan Marston, a 5'1" sophomore guard, checking in for the first time tonight with 1:30 to go in the second quarter. Bulldog basketball. Maggie Foltz dribbles past the timeline, hands it off to Jillian Partlet. Partlet in trouble, gets it back to Foltz. Corner 2, no good. It's an air ball. And rebounded by the Falcons. They're going to continue the push. Down low, here's Gordon. Left-hand layup, good. Vanessa Gordon. Nice transition there from Central. 41-5 with 1:05 to go in the second quarter. Kicks it up top. Driving. Sound like a foul on Williams. No call. Sounded like she reached in. And she's got a big smile on her face. I think she knows she got away with it. As Lydia Partlet will inbound for the Bulldogs with exactly 1 minute to go here in the first. Scoop layup, and we've got a shooting foul as Ella Partlet will go to the line for 2. That's going to be on Veronica Gordon, her first, team's third of the second quarter. First free throw is no good. We've got a development from Strasburg tonight, the girls' game. Strasburg's Macy Smith will not play as the shot is no good. Evidently some back issues for her tonight, so the best player in the district and the region is not playing tonight for Strasburg. Meanwhile, Central gets it down the court again. It's Veronica Gordon with a wide open layup as she finishes the shot. It's 43-5, and Luray nearly turns it over, fighting for the basketball, but they keep possession. Driving all the way, layup good. Shot is good by Jillian Partlett. So something to watch in that Strasburg game, although they probably should be fine without her. Amari Williams goes in. Her shot's no good. Put back is no good by Gordon, and then Asia Hoover gets the rebound. She goes up with it, misses, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two with 18.8 to go in the second quarter. Asia Hoover has not scored yet, but she's trying to join the club tonight. Third personal foul on Jillian Partlett, as the first free throw from Asia Hoover is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different scores tonight for Central in the first half. Second one from Hoover, no good, and it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Into the corner, wide open, it's Moore. She passes it off to Partlett. She goes up. She gets blocked by Gordon. What a rejection by Veronica Gordon. 3 seconds to go in the second quarter. Asia Hoover at the buzzer for three. It's no good. And Central with a heck of a message sent in the first quarter. After one half of play, the Central girls lead the Luray girls 44-7. We are going to step away and take a quick 3-minute timeout. Again, a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we will recap the first half and much more as you're listening to Game 1 of our doubleheader of high school basketball right here on Valley Sports Radio. And welcome back to Woodstock. About ready to get started for half number 2 here between Central and Luray. Looking at some other matchups tonight in the Bull Run District playoffs. Out of the girls, number 8 seeded Mountain View is at number 1 Strasburg. So, yeah, Strasburg should be okay without Macy tonight. Number 7 Madison is at number 2 Page. And number 5 Clark County is at number 4 Rapp. That 5-4 matchup between Rapp and Clark, that's going to be really interesting. Rappahannock, the Class 1 defending champs, and Clark County, the Class 2 defending champs. So both teams battling it out tonight in the Bull Run District quarterfinals. For the boys, number 6 Central is at number 3 Madison. As I already mentioned, number 5 Rapp is at number 4 Strasburg. That's where Craig Orndorff is. He'll be on that call at about 7:55 right here on 94.9 FM, 790 AM, WAMM.online, and ValleySportsRadio.com. Also tonight, number 8 Mountain View is at number 1 Madison. And number 7 Page County is at number 2 Clark County. So those are the matchups tonight in the Bull Run District Tournament. Again, always head over to Valley Sports Radio after the ball game. Craig will have updated scores and information for you and an idea of where we may be going on Wednesday if we have games to do. All that will be on the website later tonight. All right, ready for quarters number 3 and 4 of this game. Central up 44-7. Again, the running clock will become a factor, I believe, in the fourth quarter if Central was up 35 or more. Falcons basketball out of halftime. It's Veronica Gordon. She's got a wide open lane, and then she just loses it right out of bounds. So Central turns it over on the first possession of the third quarter. Bulldog basketball. Luray was led at the half by Maggie Foltz with 3, Lydia Partlett with 2, and Jillian Partlett with 2. So that's all the scoring tonight for the Bulldogs. Luray has it in the corner. It's Gokenauer. Picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. It gets tipped around, picked up by Donovan. Donovan at the free throw line, going to spin it back outside. Here's a wide open 3, good from downtown. Maggie Foltz from deep range, and Luray's on the board here. It's 44-10. And they're full court pressuring here. Central's got to get it moving across half court. They finally do. It's Gordon. Veronica to Kinley Hoover. Hoover picks up the dribble. She nearly moves the pivot, but she doesn't. It's Painter. Painter going to drive all the way to the hoop. Her left-hand layup is good. McKenna Painter, 13 points tonight, comes in averaging just over 17 a game with 15 rebounds a game and 5 steals. Bulldog ball in the corner. Here's another wide open three. This time no good by Ella Bartlett. Rebounded by Central. 6.5 to go in the third quarter, just underway from Woodstock. Kinley Hoover with the basketball goes back to Vanessa Gordon. Gordon going to be chased around, but getting bumped by Folt. Still no call. Ball's knocked loose, picked up by Veronica. Here's Painter driving again. Left-hand layup, good once again. Painter, 15 points now, outpacing the Bulldogs herself. 2 minutes into this third quarter. It has not been a good night tonight for the Bulldogs. Here's a pull-up jumper from inside the three-point line by Maggie Foltz, no good. And it's rebounded by the Falcons. And here's a shot good by McKenna Painter. She has 17 points. And it's 50-10. 5:25 to go here in the third. Foltz thinking another three, but she passes it to Donovan. Donovan going to drive in. Her shot off the backboard's no good. Rebounded by Painter. Central continues to move with a little bit of pace, not as much as they were going in the first half. Gordon to Hoover. Kinley Hoover for three. That's too strong off the back iron. Nearly banked it in, and we've got a jump ball. And it'll be Luray ball with 5:05 to go here in the third quarter. Jillian Parlett back into the game for the Bulldogs. Central no longer deploying their full court pressure, so they're going to give the Bulldogs a good opportunity to get it across half court. Donovan goes to Foltz outside the perimeter. Foltz crosses over on Gordon. She drives, kicks into the corner, picks up the dribble. It's Gokenauer. Back up top with it. It's Parlett. Corner, back up again, Gokenauer. Passing it around the arc, driving. Back out. Donovan going to hoist the three. That's too strong off the back iron. Offensive board pulled down by Parlett. Here's a corner three, good by Ella Parlett. Ella with her first points of the night. It's 50-13, and we've got a foul on the sideline right over here on our edge. And that is on Chloe Gokenauer, her first, team's first of the third quarter. DiNardo inbounds, gets it into Gordon. Vanessa has it stripped away, but she gets it back to Veronica. Veronica driving, layup baseline, no good, but she's fouled. 2 free throws coming up. And just like that, foul number 2 on Chloe Gokenauer. 2 from the line coming up here for the freshman Veronica Gordon. First one is all net. Central now 8 of 12 from the line. Maury Williams back into the game for the Falcons as Vanessa Gordon takes a seat. Second one good by Veronica. She's got 8. And it's 52-13. Another substitution for Central. Morgan Marston. .4:10 to go here in the third. Driving on Painter, picking up her dribble, kicking it up top. It's Foltz. Foltz going to dribble. Now back for another three, no good as she got it to Gokenauer. Gokenauer couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Amori Williams and the Falcons. Painter with it. She goes Euro step. Shot, no good, but she's fouled. 2 more from the line for Painter. We've got a score update from Strasburg. The Strasburg girls lead Mountain View 17-4 after 1. Again, no Macy Smith tonight for the Rams due to back spasm or a back issue. Painter misses the free throw. Central now 9 of 14. Second one is good. All net for McKenna Painter. She's got 18. Asia Hoover back into the game. And Natalie Lewis also into the game. So Natalie Lewis and Morgan Marston trying to become the last two players on the entire roster to score points tonight. Central has looked really solid tonight. 3:35 left in the third. Throwing it right out of bounds is Luray's Ella Parlett. Kinley Hoover inbounds it to Amori Williams here in the third. 53-13 Central. It's Marston with it. Marston to Williams. Williams to Hoover. Asia Hoover, and she traveled. Ball goes back to the Bulldogs. It's Donovan with it at the point. And back to the corner. Donovan gets it again. Wide open three. It's no good. Ball is tipped around off the hands of Asia Hoover and out of bounds. It'll stay with Luray. Both teams have pretty much played in the zone defense all game long. But Luray has just gotten slaughtered on transition. And here's a steal by Amori Williams. She pushes, and then she's getting reached in on. No foul call. They finally call a foul. With 3:03 to go in the third, it'll be the fourth team foul in Luray. I mean, Ella Parlett was all over Williams. They finally had to call it. Getting it in, it's Williams with it. She goes to Hoover. Hoover, corner three, too strong, air ball. Rebounded by Jillian Parlett. She's going to go all the way. Parlett's layup good over top of Lewis. Parlett with 4 for the Bulldogs, 53-15, 2:40 to go in the third. Williams at the point, dribbles to the right, hands it off to Marston. Marston up top to Hoover. Hoover surveying the court, back to the point guard, Williams. Here's Marston in the corner, ball above her head. She's going to spin, kicks it back to Williams. Williams going to drive, Euro step, shot, good, and the foul. Count it, and one for Amori Williams. Shot is good. And the foul. So Amori Williams finishes the layup. Now she tries to complete the three-point play. That foul is on number 0, Maggie Foltz, her second, team's fifth. So Central's at the line for the rest of the quarter. Williams' free throw is no good. Just grazed the rim. And Central is now 10 of 16 from the free throw line. 55-15, 2:15 to go in the third. Bulldog basketball. Amori Williams up on the ball handler, Lydia Parlett. Parlett has it knocked loose by Williams. Amori with the steal, 2-on-2, being chased down, goes to Asia Hoover. Hoover's layup is no good, but she is fouled. And Asia Hoover will go to the line for 2. It's already the 6th team foul of the quarter for Luray. Meanwhile, Central has none. They didn't have any in the first quarter either. I guess you call that disciplined defense. Asia Hoover, 1 of 2 from the line tonight. 1 point. Off the bench for the Falcons. She's a senior. Her first free throw is no good. Too strong off the back iron. Freshman guard Chloe Gokenauer back into the game for the Bulldogs as Ella Parlett, sophomore guard, will take a seat. Hoover's second from the line is no good. She missed both. And it's 55-15. Here's a corner three up and over the backboard and out of bounds. And Central gets the ball back with 1:49 to go here in the third. 55-15. But again, Central 10 of 18 from the free throw line. They have to clean it up if they want to be able to beat Clark and Strasburg and even some others in the playoffs. Here's Marston hoisting a three. That's no good. Had a good look, but couldn't get it to go. And Donovan will bring it down the court for Luray. Donovan to Foltz. Foltz up top. She's going to try to drive past Hoover. No luck, though. Good defense by the Falcons. Spinning, looking for help, gets it to Gokenauer. Gokenauer picks up the dribble, now goes to Foltz. Luray just kind of spinning their wheels right now, trying to find something. It is Parlett. Back to the corner, Gokenauer. She's going to get a three, and that is good as she knocks it down in the face of Marston. Chloe Gokenauer with the three. And we've got a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout by Luray. So we will keep it right here with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Well, Luray has shot the ball considerably better in this third quarter than they have all game so far tonight. But they just got off to such a slow start and, an insurmountable start really when you look at it, as they still trail this game 55-18. And unfortunately for them, it looks like this will probably be their last game of the season, pending a shakeup in the regional setup. But for Central, they've come back after getting outplayed on their home court against Strasburg over the weekend, and they have taken care of business against a team that they're really supposed to beat. So you got to give them props for that. Their defense has been great as we get back to play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. As Marston has the basketball for the Falcons, goes to Williams. Amori looks, goes to the wing. Here's a long two by Asia Hoover. It's an air ball, knocked loose out of bounds off of Luray as Donovan got a piece of it. And checking back into the game is Maddie Moore, 5'3" freshman guard for the Bulldogs. Lydia Parlett will take a seat. Marston gets the inbound for Central. 40 seconds to go here in the third. She loses the handle, picks it back up, goes to Hoover. Asia Hoover, the two-pointer no good. Natalie Lewis with the putback, that's no good. And then we've got a foul going the other way. And it'll be on Morgan Marston, her first and the team's first of the entire third quarter. Score update from Strasburg. Mountain View trails the Strasburg girls 26-4, 5:18 to go in the second in the Bull Run District quarterfinals. Bulldogs with the basketball, 20 seconds to go in the third. Here is a three good by Emily Donovan. Donovan, by many, known as the best player on this Luray team, but just her first points of the night. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Central has it. It's Williams. Amori drives in. She took a ton of steps. No call, though, and that'll do it here in the third quarter of play. Central continues to dominate here tonight. 55, Luray 21. We break and return after this for a 60-second break. We're back after this on Valley Sports Radio. Back to Woodstock for the fourth quarter as Central leads Luray 55-21 here. Game one of our doubleheader on Valley Sports Radio. The Central girls looking to finish off a really good performance here tonight. They've got 8 minutes to go before they can officially do that. Central basketball out of the third quarter stoppage as Vanessa Gordon is back into the game. She gets a screen by Morgan Marston. Here's Natalie Lewis going to Asia Hoover. Hoover's shot is good. Asia Hoover with her first field goal of the night, assisted by Natalie Lewis. 57-21 Central. We should have the running clock here, but we will find out in just a few moments. Chloe Gokenauer with the basketball for the Bulldogs, and she passes it to Maddie Moore. Moore knocks down the three. She's got her first points of the night, and it's 57-24. The Bulldogs did actually outscore Central in that third quarter. Of course, you have to consider Central, emptying the bench. They're playing everyone tonight, so that's one thing to look at. As a tough shot down low by Veronica Gordon. Gordon over two players, able to finish the shot. She has been really impressive when we've seen her play this season. Future is bright with her on the team for the Falcons. She's got 10. And it's 59-24. 6:50 to go in this fourth quarter. Luray ball. Here's Maddie Moore shooting another three. It's no good, but offensive rebound by Emily Donovan. She finishes, and she's got 5. So some more points for the Bulldogs. Multiple players, only 2 on the entire Bulldogs team has not scored. Again, both of these teams have very short benches, so that's one thing to consider, as getting it down low is Gordon. Veronica goes up strong over 2 defenders, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. With 6:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Foul was on Chloe Gokenauer for the Bulldogs, her 3rd, team's first of this fourth quarter. Gordon's free throw is good. Veronica, 11 points. She is now tied for 2nd on the team in scoring tonight with her sister. Don't know if we'll see any more from McKenna Painter tonight. 18 points, likely another double-double, 4 or 5 steals. Second one from Gordon, good. Veronica, 2 of 2 from the line there. Central is now 12 for 20 from the line. Here's another 3 attempt, this time no good from the Bulldogs, and rebounded by Veronica Gordon. She will run the point this possession. Looks for a teammate, goes to Marston. Marston looks, goes back to Gordon. Asia Hoover trying to post up down low on Ella Parlett. Back to Marston. Here's Vanessa Gordon. Back to Veronica. Here's Marston. Marston going to take the 3. It's good. And Morgan Marston joins in on the fun. She's got 3 off the bench. Central 1 player away from their entire roster scoring points tonight. 64-26, driving. Tough layup over Asia Hoover, no good by Donovan, as Hoover pulls down the board. 5:30 to go here in the fourth. It's Veronica Gordon going to Vanessa Gordon. And the ball is taken away by Emily Donovan. 2-on-1. Donovan drives. Her layup is blocked by Morgan Marston. Marston, the 5'1 sophomore, gets the block, and then Asia Hoover fouls Chloe Gokenauer down low. That's the 3rd foul on Asia Hoover. Chloe Gokenauer to the line. She's got 3 tonight. She's only a freshman. This is a young Luray team. Makes the first one. Donovan will take a seat as Lydia Parlett will check back in for the Bulldogs. Second one is good. Gokenauer makes 2. It's 64-28. 5:13 to go in the fourth here from Woodstock. And Gordon will bring it down and goes to Marston. Morgan Marston to Natalie Lewis. Lewis to Asia Hoover. Asia dribbles, looks, goes back to Vanessa Gordon. Gordon crosses over on her defender. Parlett goes to Lewis. Natalie Lewis for 3. That's well too strong off the backboard. Going for the ball is Asia Hoover as she picks it up, sliding on the floor and tosses it to her teammate. Veronica Gordon has it back to Vanessa. Pump fake, drives, and she's in trouble. Gets it to Asia Hoover now in the corner. Back to Lewis. Driving. Scoop layup, good by Veronica Gordon. She does it again. 14 points for Veronica Gordon, who got the start tonight over Amori Williams. Veronica Gordon showing what she can do for Central, 66-28. And here's Vanessa Gordon with a steal. She goes down the floor, and she has it poked loose by Ella Parlett. It's out of bounds. Central retains possession. And we do have the running clock with 4 minutes to go and counting here in the fourth. So a running clock here in the fourth, 3:50 to go. Central up 66-28. It's Natalie Lewis, goes back to Gordon. Lewis takes the contested shot. It's no good. And rebounded by Chloe Gokenauer. I believe Natalie Lewis had 9 points against Mountain View when Central beat them down a week and a half ago in Quicksburg. Bulldog basketball, Gokenauer up top to Alger, and it's taken away. Vanessa Gordon gets a walk to the hoop. Easy layup by Vanessa Gordon. A walk in the park. She's got 13 with the steal and the finish. 68-28. 3:10 to go in the fourth. Playing out the end of the string here in this one. All the way to the hoop. Tough contested layup. No good by Ella Parlett. Good defense by Asia Hoover. And Central clears the board. Gordon outside the perimeter. Dribbles to the right, into the corner. It's Veronica. Back to Vanessa. Vanessa goes to Natalie Lewis. Now it's Hoover. Asia with the floater. No good. And rebounded baseline by Chloe Gokenauer. 2:35 left in this one. Corner. Pump fake. Alger back up top. It's a three. No good by Maddie Moore. Alger gets the rebound. Back outside. Here's another three, and it's good by Lydia Parlett. She's got 5 as she knocks down the tray. Luray comes in averaging 45 points per game as we've got a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. It's a 60-second break. We'll take it as well. Falcons up big. We're back after this on Valley Sports Radio. 2:12 to go here in the fourth quarter from Woodstock. The Central Falcons girls lead the Luray Bulldogs 68-31. If you're just joining us, Central got off to a lightning hot start in the first quarter. They got off to a 23-3 quarter start, and they have not looked back. It was 44-7 at halftime, 55-21 after 3. And with 2:10 to go in the fourth, they're up 68-31. Falcons basketball as it is Gordon to Gordon. Here's Vanessa. Goes up and under, and what a finish. My goodness, Veronica Gordon with some magic underneath the hoop as she spins it up and under to get it to go. She's got 16 points, and it's 70-31. The other end, layup no good by Luray's Ella Parlett, and the Falcons pull the rebound. Central averages 58 points per game. They have 70 tonight. Gordon to Natalie Lewis, and it's happened. Natalie Lewis hits the shot, and every member of this Central Falcons girls team have scored points tonight, something you can't say very often about many teams in high school basketball, but they've done it tonight with 1:20 to go in the fourth quarter. The other end, Bulldogs hitting a three. Chloe Gokenauer from downtown. She's got 8, leading all Luray scorers. It's 72-34 with 1:05 to go here in the fourth. Falcons just playing out the end of this one here. Pick and roll, Marston to Gordon, down low. It's Veronica again. This time her layup's no good. Ball being battled for. Asia Hoover gets the rebound, goes to Gordon for 3. That's no good. Veronica pulls the rebound on the offensive side. That shot's no good. And Luray has it. Clock runs. 43 seconds to go here in the fourth. Presley Alger across court. It's Lydia Parlett for 3. That's no good. Natalie Lewis with the rebound for Central. And they will walk it across half court with 27 seconds to go in the fourth. So for Central, this is going to be their 18th win of the season. And a big one here in round 1 of the Bull Run District Tournament. Gordon down low. She goes up for the shot. It's no good. Tipped out of bounds. And the clock's going to run. 10 seconds to go here in the fourth, and I think that's going to be it as the referee just walks over to the ball. Clock runs. 3, 2, and 1. And the Central Falcons girls varsity basketball team has picked up a round 1 win here in the Bull Run District quarterfinals as they defeat the Luray Bulldogs 72-34, meaning the Central girls will advance to the next round of the Bull Run District quarterfinals, in the Bull Run District playoffs. And, of course, we will have more information on the matchup coming up hopefully later tonight or tomorrow. But for this game, Central wins at 72-34. We're going to take our last 3-minute break of the night, and when we come back, we will recap this game and get ready to prepare you for Craig Orndorff as he will be live in Strasburg at about 7:55. Again, Central wins it tonight 72-34. We will be back to recap it right after this here on Valley Sports Radio. And welcome back to Central High School as we recap this ball game tonight. The Central Falcons defeating the Luray Bulldogs by a final of 72-34. It was all Central from the start of this game. They started off 6 for 6 from the field, propelled from shots from McKenna Painter, Peyton DiNardo, Vanessa Gordon, Kenley Hoover, and Veronica Gordon. And Central did not slow down after that. After the first quarter here tonight, it was 23-3 as Luray finally hit a shot with under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Central did not slow down after the first. They went to halftime with a 44-7 lead. They were able to get some of their other players in, some players that don't typically play as much, and they were able to utilize their skill sets as McKenna Painter led the scoring category with 18 points. Veronica Gordon had 16. Vanessa Gordon with 13. Amori Williams with 4. Natalie Lewis with 2. Asia Hoover with 3. Kenley Hoover with 6. Morgan Marston with 3. And Peyton DiNardo with 4. Central was 12 of 20 from the free throw line tonight, as that continues to be something that they've got to get better at as we move through the playoffs. But you look at Luray's numbers, they got a lot of their points in the second half. You look at Chloe Gokenauer, she had 8. Maggie Foltz had 6. Emily Donovan 5. Jillian Parlett with 4. Lydia Parlett with 5. Ella Parlett with 3. And Maddie Moore with 3 for the Bulldogs. Looks like Luray's season probably comes to an end tonight with a loss. They fall to 6-17 overall. Meanwhile, Central is up to 18-5. They will be moving on. Do have a final score from the Clark County game. The number 5 seeded Clark County Eagles girls team went on the road and beat the number 4 seeded Rappahannock team 47-43. Meanwhile, in Strasburg, the Strasburg girls lead Mountain View 29-6 at the half. So Central wins it tonight, the girls, and the district quarterfinals by a final of 72-34. We will have more information on upcoming games. Make sure you head over to our website, valleysportsradio.com, as we will get you up to date with the scores and updates tonight and tomorrow, as Craig Orndorff will have that information for you right there at the website. Again, at about 7:55 tonight right here on Valley Sports Radio, along with 790 AM and 97.9 FM. Craig will be there for coverage of the Strasburg boys as they will be taking on Rappahannock. Again, a 7:55 start there. Make sure you stick with us tonight on Valley Sports Radio. Central wins it tonight here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. The girls victorious 72-34 for the final time tonight. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for Valley Sports Radio.